There weren't any tornadoes in Fargo today, but the sirens did go off, and that confused some people. We were contacted by numerous people asking why the severe weather sirens were being tested at the same time as tornadoes were brewing in the northern part of the state. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson looked into the policies that allowed this to happen.
It's no secret that these sirens go off the first Wednesday of the month around 1 p.m. to double check that they work in case of an emergency. But when they went off today in Fargo for testing, it was confusing for some because a tornado warning was active in Grand Forks at the same time. And this tornado was also brewing in Hatton, North Dakota.
And then the sirens start going off. You know, we're like, okay.
Lynn Erickson Voorhees was watching the radar on her phone to see if Fargo was going to get any severe weather. It looked clear to her, but the sirens made her think twice. And others who commented on our Facebook page were trying to figure out what was going on. Some saying they were upset by it.
So I can understand that there would be people that don't have the apps or any kind of a notification on Facebook or anything like that. You know, they're going to be going, what the heck? Why are the sirens going off, not thinking?
Fargo's emergency manager tells us if there's severe weather in Fargo or Moorhead, they'll cancel the siren testing. However, there's no policy in place if there are threats elsewhere. After we told them about some people's concerns, they say they'll probably look into creating a policy, something Erickson Voorhees says is a good idea.
They need to come up with some kind of a policy. They could have set out a reminder that they would be testing earlier.
In Fargo, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Beltrami County Emergency Management canceled their siren testing today. They posted about it on Facebook, citing the threat of funnel clouds and severe weather. Of course, much of the concern over those sirens stemmed again from this incredible video of a tornado west of Hatton, North Dakota. Thankfully, nobody was hurt and there wasn't much damage. But the man who shot this, Jesse Bai, says he was just a few hundred feet away at the time. He wasn't even sure if it was a tornado, but now his video has gone viral.
When I was coming down the road, I thought it was going to turn back. It looked like it was going to turn back at me. And so then I thought, gosh, I should maybe turn around. But then I saw it turn to the north and east, so I figured, well, it's going away from me then.
Bai says he stayed in his truck and watched it dissipate to the northeast, and a lot of excitement for one day in the tractor. Coming up after weather, a strange turn in a story we've been following for you this week. The owner of a popular Fargo restaurant is now reported missing after abruptly closing his stores. Plus, an employee saw flames coming from a car at a local gas station and alerted the driver to get out. More details on that in just a few moments. But first, Justin, as we've been seeing, it's been a very, very active day. Anything for tonight?
The good news is that the very active weather is over. We're going to have a calm overnight period and a calm Thursday. So let's take a look at that tower cam time lapse. The Valley News Live Storm Team Skycam network shot in Fargo. Started off with some showers this morning and then mainly clear skies during the day in Fargo. And we pointed our camera off to the north to watch those storms as we made our way through early afternoon as temperatures got into the 80s. High temperature today of 85 in Fargo, Valley City at 77, Jamestown a high of 75 degrees, 73 your high at Devil's Lake, and making your way into Lakes Country, they were warmer into the lower to mid 80s. Current temperatures look like this. We're at 69 degrees at Grand Forks, 73 at Fargo, 66 at Crookston, 70 at Detroit Lake, 68 at Valley City, and the 69 as we make your way out toward Jamestown. Wind speeds, they have increased just a little, 10 to 20 miles per hour, some gusts into the lower 20 mile per hour range. Now the satellite loop shows the last remnants of that system that is making its way through. We are seeing mainly clear skies for most of the valley, but as you make your way just south of the Baudette area, and if you're watching from east of Bemidji, still some showers making their way through, and also we're seeing some more showers out toward the Grafton and Halleck area. But that's basically it for the moisture. We had this cold front make its way through. A low pressure system went right over us, responsible for those tornadoes that developed. High pressure is making its way in, and we should have a calm next couple of days. Now the hourly planner for tomorrow, temperatures starting off in the mid 50s and topping off in the lower 80s. We keep that northerly wind, plenty of sunshine in the Fargo area. Elsewhere, upper 70s, Devils Lake, Jamestown, and Langdon. And we're going to keep temperatures into the mid-70s tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine as you make your way out into Lakes Country. Now, the satellite loop, the hour forecast as we make our way through Friday. Most of the day actually does look good. Temperatures rising through the 80s, plenty of sunshine. And then as we make our way through later on to the afternoon, we're watching some showers and thunderstorms in the northern valley start to develop. And they should make their way through as we go through Friday night and during the overnight on Saturday morning. Our next chance is some severe weather. Then for Saturday, most of the day looks good. Maybe a slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Most of us just seeing sunshine and heat. 93 degrees on Saturday, 87 on Sunday, 85 Monday, Tuesday, 81 on Wednesday, and we keep that chance of some showers and thunderstorms Sunday through Wednesday.
But nothing as crazy as today, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully not, but we will definitely be watching next week.
Okay, thank you, Justin. The U.S. Marshals Service is working with Jamaican law enforcement. He's apprehended another man charged with participating in an international lottery scam, which defrauded U.S. residents of nearly $6 million. Gregory Gooden was arrested in Kingston, Jamaica, and he's one of 15 defendants charged federally with international wire mail fraud and money laundering following an investigation based in North Dakota. Authorities allege the scam bilked at least 90, mostly elderly Americans, out of more than $5.7 million. The case is being tried in North Dakota because the investigation began in the state more than 5 years ago. Rodolfo Romo, the owner of Romo's Restaurants, was reported missing by his family on June 2nd. We tried reaching out to Romo on his cell phone, but the call goes straight to voicemail. Yesterday, we reported on all 3 of Romo's being closed, with most of their numbers being out of service. One of the locations had a sign taped to the door saying that due to maintenance, we are closed today. Now, other than that, there is no reason was given for the closings. We now know the funeral arrangements for a man who died from injuries during a fight in downtown Fargo last month. Visitation for Jamie Grant will be on Monday, June 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Bogle Funeral Home. There's a prayer service to follow at 7 o'clock. Grant's funeral will take place Tuesday, June 13th at 10:30 in the morning at St. Anne's and Joachim Catholic Church in Fargo. It's opening day for Happy Harry's Rib Fest at the Fargo Dome, and huge crowds are expected as usual. With alcohol fueling a fight resulting in a man's death this past week in Fargo, what steps are being taken to keep things from getting out of hand? After all, beer and several other alcoholic beverages are available for purchase, and police have uninformed and plainclothes officers at the event looking for underage drinkers. The Fargo Dome tells us the same rules apply inside their building and outside on their property. Purchasers are only allowed 2 beers at a time, and there are policies in place for servers to refuse serving anyone visibly intoxicated.
Tell them that if you're uncomfortable serving that person, then you should either contact your supervisor or a security person and make sure the situation's handled appropriately.
Ribfest goes through the weekend and until 11 o'clock each night. Authorities in Montana are investigating after the body of a North Dakota man was found late yesterday morning. The sheriff's office says they found 42-year-old Mike Peterson of Bismarck outside of West Yellowstone. Crews had been searching for Peterson since Sunday, and they say his body was found in Beaver Creek. They think he may have attempted to cross it and was swept away by the current. The cause and manner of the death have not yet been determined. A man was driving through South Fargo earlier tonight when warning lights started flashing and then smoke poured out from under the hood of his car. He quickly pulled over into the parking lot of Travel, got out, and called the fire department. By the time firefighters arrived, the car was in flames. Crews were able to quickly get the fire under control, and there were no injuries in the incident. The cause of the fire is unknown, but an investigation is underway. And a car caught fire at the PetroServe gas station in Glendon this afternoon. The car was near the building and some pumps, but there was minimal smoke damage to the building. A 24-year-old man was driving on Highway 10 when he heard a sound, thinking it was a flat tire, but as it turned out, the car was smoking. An employee saw flames coming from the car and told the man to get out. Glendon Fire Department arrived on scene and then quickly put out the fire. Stay away.